Up next, in the senior section from Marian College, we have Gemma Tuddenham.
Marcel Proust, the late French novelist, observed that the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeing new lands, but in seeing with new eyes. He realised by working with other people, we become open to their new cultures and become able to experience new ideas and prospects. Options that would not have been available to us before stand out as apparent if we understand how other people experience the world. This is why I believe that it is so incredibly important for the students of Australia to have an understanding of how the world works, to ultimately have a deeper and further enriched global awareness. So, what is global awareness? Now, in writing the speech, I too was a bit confused, so I had to Google a few things, and this is basically the summarised result of what I came out with. Globally aware people are provided with interconnectedness, knowledge of the world's issues and events, respect for diversity and difference, appreciation of other worldviews and perspectives, knowledge of events that have shaped and continue to shape the world, and empathy skills. Now, I don't know about you, but I think these skills or qualities, if you like, are absolutely indispensable for the students of Australia. The opportunities for those who are willing to open their minds and step out into the world are almost limitless. I would now, however, like to draw your attention to two of the topics mentioned previously. First, it is vital for the students of Australia to have a respect for diversity and difference. We live in the lucky country, an extremely multicultural lucky country. In fact, in Melbourne alone, 180 countries are represented, 223 languages are spoken, and 116 religious faiths are celebrated. Now, if that's not a multicultural society, I do not know what is. Now, it's not only the citizens of Australia that make our society multicultural, but the foreign language assistants bringing a little bit of abroad into our classrooms, or the foreign exchange students sitting at a dinner table trying to make awkward dinner conversations with their host families. We live in a century where every day our contacts include people from diverse ethnic, gender, racial, and socio-economic backgrounds. To live in a society such as this, it is beyond essential that citizens, particularly our students, have a respect for diversity and difference. Where this does not exist, racism begins to fester. Now, it was only recently that I myself participated in the annual organisation of the Cultural Diversity Night at my school, and this consisted of performances of cultural dance and song from backgrounds such as Chinese, Vietnamese, Polynesian, African and Korean. And it was truly beautiful, and it highlighted the multiculturalism not only within Australia, but in my school community. Sitting in the audience, however, I was stumped at the minority of students in the audience. It was instead external family members and friends. I was shocked that so many young people were provided with the opportunity to open their mind to the world and different cultures, but turned it down. We young people are the leaders of tomorrow. But will we be equipped with the attitudes, knowledge and skills that we need to become competent and humane leaders of our communities? Will we acquire the sensitivities, tolerance and respect that we need to become competent human beings in an independent world? These are the questions that we are posed with when a global age requires a global education. Now, the second point to which I would like to draw your attention is that of interconnectedness. And this teaches students that what happens elsewhere affects us all. With this understanding, we're able to recognise topics such as differing levels of education, women's rights, freedoms and opportunities internationally, and ultimately make a positive difference and impact on our society. In my own experience of global awareness, it was just last year that I left my small community in the western suburbs and travelled over to Italy for about a month on a study tour with my school. And it was absolutely fantastic. As I found myself immersed in a different culture, a different language, I began to develop skills and enrich my knowledge, all of which I would not have been able to do in my intense classroom environment. So, to be a globally aware person, you need to have an understanding of events that have shaped, continue to shape the world, an understanding of the cultural differences within your society, and a respect for those differences as well. I believe that it is critical for our students of today to have a global awareness. We young people are the leaders of tomorrow. But without an understanding of what's going on in the world and an acceptance of the differences throughout our communities, the world is going to begin to take steps backwards, both in the political and social arenas. As Winston Churchill once said, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. We must learn from history. We must become a globally aware society. Thank you.